I was quite interested to learn a bit more. You have a number of processes and frameworks that you work with. How do they all link together, and how do you not get tangled up with, because you're looking at the written application, you know, the performance analysis and strategic alignment, like there's quite a number of frameworks and you know, formats that you're using. So how do they link, and how do they not trip over each other?
You understand the question, Omar?
Yeah, just a second.
Hello, everyone. This is Yahya from Dubai. So we have, as presented, it's first of its kind business process framework to assess the process maturity, and it is fully automated. And based on the framework we developed, consists of 6 main pillars, as presented as strategic fit, modeling the business processes, deployment, adaptability, performance, and optimization. So each of this pillar actually it's cascaded into an assessment criteria, which is consists of 25 criteria, and also have a sub-criteria to avoid subjectivity in assessing the business process maturity. So for each criteria, specific scale from 1 to 5 to exactly to give a score for the specific criteria once we assess the process maturity. All of these criteria are integrated, have a specific way to assess the process maturity and as we said, that the positive point of our framework is fully automated. So there is no human interactions, and the system automatically assesses the process maturity based on a specific script and algorithm, which is connected to the script with many application system, and specifically said here in DHA, the ARIS system. So the ARIS system is used to manage the DHA business process and include all attributes related to the business processes. So this framework actually it's plugged in with our current system as business process management platform and retrieve data automatically from the business process management system to give a specific score based on the approach we developed in this regard.
Thank you.
I have a question. Yes, thank you so much for the very comprehensive presentation. It's really very interesting, and you've really clearly showed the success story. But I was just wondering, in terms of before you came up with this innovative process, what were the challenges that you encountered in the processes that you did before? And when you benchmark with other best practices, because there are other process maturity framework available, what made you come up with your own innovative process maturity model instead of adopting the ones that are already available?
Yes, thank you for this question. So DHA has developed its first process maturity framework back in, was a manual tool and aimed to assess the process maturity based on annual basis or annual assessment. So it was some kind of hectic exercise because it's required too many staff and take a lot of process. The huge number of business processes in DHA, which exceeds 700 business processes. So with the time, we found it not feasible due to the process structure is always under enhancement and modification. Also, it was some kind of, it was subjective and not rely on accurate data because it's manual assessment. Also, one more reason or challenges identified to create our new novel framework was lacking of comprehensive of assessment criteria used. So basically, the old framework wasn't include specific criteria that aligned this process management capability. Specifically, we said the resilience and agility. So that's why we decided to create a new innovative model, tackle all of these challenges and to avoid any subjectivity in assessing the business process maturity. So that's why we worked the last 6 months with our business process champion and business process owners in DHA, with cooperations with information technology to create state-of-the-art, fully automated approach to assess the business process maturity in real-time basis. If you would like, I can just display the framework in front of us to get more insight about the business process maturity framework.
As long as it doesn't take it much time, we've only got a few more minutes left.
Okay. Just
What,
1 minute.
maybe while we're waiting for that, what I would like to, it's a bit unclear, is when this was actually implemented in the new framework, because in the application it says it was implemented in early 2023. Is that correct?
It was implemented in late 2022. So we actually started work on it by mid-year 2022, and the implementation took place by the end of the year. However, in DHA, we've been following a business process maturity framework since 2018. However, the framework that was followed in the past was not found, I would say, feasible or up to the mark in terms of the new trends like agility, digitization,
Okay.
and automation.
Okay, so just wanted to clarify then the relevance of the results, which is showing 2021 and 2022.
Exactly. So 2022 is when we implemented. 2022, end of 2022 is when the framework was implemented, and an assessment has run for the year of 2022 using the new framework. The results for 2021 were as per the old version of the process maturity framework.
Okay.
So both results are for process maturity. However,
Yes.
the new one in 2022 was with the new framework. My colleague Yahya will now take you through a very quick journey on the process maturity framework.
Okay, we've got a couple of minutes. Okay, thank you. If at the same time anybody's got a question, jury members, while we wait, otherwise we'll just have to move on.
Yep, I'll throw a quick one in then. Internationally, who has expressed interest in using your software or your model?
Okay, so a couple of things happen around the subject. First, our partners, Software AG, who have a couple of systems, including Aris, Alphabet, etc., that manage process management, have expressed their interest in scaling and taking this framework as a success story and sharing it with different international and different partners or different customers that they deal with for process management. So it's Software AG is a global company, as you may know, and dealing with several customers around the globe, and recently also had an international user group conference at Budapest this month, which we've been able to attend and showcase the framework and received a couple of interests. Unfortunately, it's a bit confidential. I can't mention the names of the companies at the moment because we're in initial talks. However, there are a couple of interviews that we've conducted as well with Software AG in partnership with a few customers, and we are working on something in the near future.
Okay, thank you. And one more quick question then. Have you utilized AI to help you with any data-led decision-making in your model in order to build in subjectivity?
Yes, the framework today is managed through AI and automation and built through the ARA system, where the 26 criteria that we've mentioned through the presentation are automated through the system itself. For example, if we talk about the criteria of automation itself, business processes are the framework automatically speaks to the business processes that are available on and documented in our system, and basically pulls out all the steps that are automated through the system and throws in the score. So likewise for the rest of the 25 criteria.